Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This time we will be reviewing Venom The Last Dance. It is the final film of the trilogy, and I think it was a nice send-off. It wasn't a bad movie. I won't say it's a great movie either, but I think it's pretty good enough that you're going to have fun watching. It's pretty entertaining. The bond between Eddie and Venom are still the core aspect of this film series. And honestly, when I talk to someone about this, I have to agree with them. I could probably watch a 2 hour film about just Venom and Eddie going back and forth at each other like the whole time. Don't include action sequences or anything, just include those two talking to each other and the wackiness of it. Because it really is just funny and a good core aspect of the whole genre. Well, not genre, but this film series trilogy. Um, but yeah, this film has gotten a lot of hate lately, and if you saw the other ones, you know what you're in for. And if you like them, that's even better for you. You'll enjoy this one. But if you hated the first Venom or the second Venom, you won't like this one. It is pretty similar to the first two movies. The same relationship, the same action, the same funny scenes. I think it's funny, at least. I know other people think it's cringe or something, but I honestly thought it was funny. And that's my opinion. I can't change that or anything. So, but yeah, the good parts of this film are Eddie and Venom's relationship being expanded on more. Okay, maybe somewhat expanded on more because it really is the same stuff you've seen before. Because there's even a joke where Eddie will say, "We've been together for over a year now," and then Venom says, "A year?" Hinting at the fact that this movie has come out. How many years would it be? So 2018, 2019. So about 6 years from the first one. And honestly, I got a chuckle out of that. It was pretty funny. But yeah, it's just there's cool stuff to it. There's more symbiotes in it, and I think I honestly wish there was more in the early on, but I'm fine with it being at the end. Yeah, I'm just gonna make this a spoiler review video because the movie's been out for a while now. I know not many people are gonna go see it, so I might as well just give my full reaction to it now. So if you want to click off now, if you're planning on seeing it, this is a spoiler video. We are not gonna be just talking about something and not expanding on it. We actually be talking about it. So, like I mentioned, there's multiple symbiotes in it, and like said in another video when I was looking at the Venom leaks, the video game called Fortnite leaked two Venom characters that would be in the film. Now, she Venom, I didn't really expect. I thought they were just using the same one from the first movie where Eddie's girlfriend was Venom at one point. But no, someone actually does get the Venom symbiote other than Eddie in this film. And Agony appears in the film. She is played by Juno Temple. I love her in Ted Lasso, so I was pretty interested to see how she would be in a serious film, somewhat serious film. Her aspects are serious, but speaking of which, her story is not really expanded on besides one scene, and I can understand it because again, this is the last film. I can't see anyone else's story being progressed other than Eddie and Venom. So it made sense to me why they didn't expand on her on her. I can see why they didn't expand on the general. I can see why they didn't expand on the people in the background. And I can definitely see why Noel wasn't in it as much as people assumed. I thought he would be in just like the post credit scene, but turns out he was actually in the first part of the movie. He was in bits and pieces of the middle and at the end. And then there is a post credit scene for him just to tease his return. Um, the general, I was kind of curious what was going on with him because again, there was an organization telling him what to do, and they never expanded on who the organization was or who was behind the orders. So, is what it is. Venom has a fun dance sequence with Mrs. Chen, which I thought was pretty funny. And my dad's right next to me. He's like, "Oh my god, I have to watch this." And honestly, it's fair. It is somewhat, yeah, but I think it was funny because of how dumb how like it looks so weird and ridiculous that only I could see that in a Venom movie. So I understood it. But besides that, what else? There's not much to talk about because, like I said, it's just the main aspect with Vetty, hashtag Vetty, Venom and Eddie together. But yeah, the main parts are just Venom and Eddie together. They don't really add on to the characters that are in the movie other than those two. There's a few good moments between the hippie family and Eddie, and then Venom's telling Eddie that he would be a good father, and that actually did kind of touch me a little because that was never really expanded on in the first two as much. I mean, of course, like he wanted to settle down, he wanted to be with a woman, his woman in the first one at least, and then he just never really got that. And what like I felt the most with that is like throughout the entire trilogy, you would see Eddie trying to get his life back together. He tried to find someone who made him happy and then settle down, but he never really got that chance. So by the time you see the end of it all, and when you see him like get his life back in order, but at the same time at the loss of his friend Venom, who was with him for that whole year in this part at least, the whole year he's been helping him and taking care of him. So to lose someone who was there for you all the time, and it's kind of like losing a best friend who's been behind your back all the time, who's always been there to help you, to protect you, and all of a sudden they're just gone. It's pretty emotional. Again, though, not many people thought this. It was really just me and a few other people, but I'm fine with that. I still enjoy the movie, and like I said, I think this was what the director was thinking because, like I said, this is all similar to the other two movies. Nothing is really different other than Venom and Eddie's relationship being progressed a little more. And this is the last one, so they can't really do much. So I understand it, and I think he just knew what the Venom movies were. I knew he had a specific audience, and I think he hit that goal. He gave out an entertaining movie for fans who enjoyed the other ones, and it worked out in the end for them at least. However, if we're talking about financially, not the best. It had the lowest opening in all three movies, so is what is there. But yeah, Noel not being there, I assume he'll be in Spider-Man 4. If not, because he's not really a Spider-Man thing, he's a Venom with symbiote wars and whatnot. But I wouldn't mind seeing him in Spider-Man 4 just to set up the symbiote suit. I wouldn't mind seeing Noel return in any other project involving a Venom character. Mainly a variant of Eddie, the MCU Eddie and Venom at least. But overall, I enjoyed this movie. I thought it was pretty good. Yes, there's some aspects you could expand on, but also at the same time, this is the last one. You can't really do much with it other than continue what you've been doing and expand on the main character overall. So I give this movie an 8 out of 10. I recommend for anyone who enjoyed the first two to go see it. You'll probably enjoy it as much as you did with the other two. If you did not enjoy the first two, and if you just don't like Tom Hardy's Venom at all, don't go see it. You're not gonna enjoy it. You're gonna have the same reaction to the other two movies. But I think it was a fun movie. I give it 8 out of 10. That's enough said there. Anyway, there'll be another video coming out, review video actually. It'll be on Agatha All Along. Surprisingly, I actually enjoyed it for the most part, so that video will be coming up soon. Penguin will be coming up soon. Gladiator 2 will be coming up as well. And there's also going to be a theory video I'm going to throw in. And maybe, possibly, very low chances because everyone else is doing it. If, Fortnite's new chapter just released. It's a nostalgic one. I was going to talk about how Snoop Dogg's in it and how they had like a concert last night. So it's kind of like, it may be just a reaction to the season overall because it is out today. I'm still updating it, so I can't play for another less than 3 hours from now. So that sucks. So, yeah, other than that, that's all for today. I hope I can see you in the next one. Peace.